In 2014, a woman was cataloging her treasured collection of antique dolls, which spans from the 1800s to the 1950s, when she encountered a truly unforeseen event. Since she began gathering these historical dolls, she has noticed odd occurrences around her home. Among the most spine-chilling experiences is the sound of children's laughter echoing through the rooms, despite the fact that she has no children of her own. While she was filming her extensive doll collection, moving the camera from left to right, she unknowingly captured a moment where one of the dolls seemed to move its arm on its own. It wasn't until she shared the video on YouTube and saw a flurry of comments highlighting this eerie movement that she realized what had happened. This incident has led many viewers to believe that her collection might be haunted. One evening, while a man was filming his son enjoying some playtime with a rabbit, they stumbled upon an unexpected scene. Spotting a friendly white rabbit on the road, the man called his son over to have a look. Initially, everything appeared quite normal, but then something extraordinary happened on the other side of the road, leaving the family puzzled and brimming with more questions than answers. At first, the playful bunny seemed startled and swiftly hopped a few feet away. Shortly afterward, we catch a glimpse of what frightened the rabbit, a humanoid figure sprinting down the street, strangely lacking a visible upper body. As the child approached the road, he was utterly baffled by the surreal sight he had just witnessed. One late evening, as a man was driving home, he was intrigued by some unusual sounds emanating from the forest. Driven by curiosity, he couldn't resist pulling over to investigate further. He grabbed his phone, thinking he might capture whatever was making those noises. It wasn't long before something emerged from the forest, presenting him with a sight that was hard to rationalize. A ghostly, translucent figure emerged on the right side of the road, gliding slowly across to the other side. It appeared to be floating before it vanished into the forest's embrace. Was this a moment of paranormal activity caught on camera, or might there be another explanation for what he saw? Ever since moving into their new home, a family found themselves entangled in what seemed to be paranormal events. Shadowy figures fleeting at the edge of their vision and objects mysteriously shifting from their places became unnervingly common. One afternoon, while alone in the house, a family member spotted a picture frame inexplicably positioned in the middle of the floor. Reaching for her phone to capture this odd occurrence, she was about to experience something so startling, it would send shivers down her spine.
See, and you think I'm crazy. The first time I'm here by myself, there's a picture on the floor, and it just...
Just seconds into recording, she spotted a picture frame lying oddly in the middle of the floor. As she cautiously moved closer to inspect the frame, she witnessed a door eerily opening and closing by itself. Confused and frightened, she instinctively turned and dashed in the opposite direction. If this incident wasn't unsettling enough, what happened a few days later would undeniably heighten her anxiety.
Look at them, destroying the living room over one toy. Silly.
While she was entering the room to film her dogs enjoying a new toy, the camera accidentally recorded a dark shadow creeping up the wall. She remained oblivious to this chilling presence until numerous viewers pointed it out in the comments after she uploaded the video. Many of those who watched the footage are convinced that her home is haunted. Late one evening, as the two cats lounged on the couch, an enigmatic event unfolded. Motivated by a series of peculiar occurrences since they had moved in, the family had decided to set up security cameras around their home. Upon reviewing the security footage one morning, the homeowner was taken aback by the astonishing scene captured on camera. The cat on the right side of the couch was resting serenely until an unseen force seemed to nudge it, an action missed by the camera. Following this peculiar push, a mysterious white shape is observed drifting towards the upper left of the screen, only to reappear moments later at the bottom right. Many viewers were also swift to notice an orb gliding across from left to right, sparking intrigue in the comments section. The homeowners remained perplexed by the bewildering phenomena their security camera recorded that night. In December 2019, a woman received a late-night alert at 3 a.m. from her Ring camera, informing her of detected motion outside her home. For months, she had been feeling uneasy due to odd occurrences around her house, though she had never managed to capture any evidence on camera. She would frequently hear unexplained footsteps and sometimes catch glimpses of shadowy figures from the corner of her eye. One early morning, she decided to check what had triggered her Ring camera's alert, and what she saw left her deeply shaken, a feeling that lingers to this day. As the footage begins, there's a curious moment when a small, pale figure emerges from the doorway of her home. But as it moves around the corner, it transforms into a taller, more imposing shape. When it reappears in the frame, it's revealed to be a woman, elegantly lifting the folds of her voluminous dress as she strolls towards the street. Whether it's a paranormal occurrence or not, the footage undeniably sends a shiver down your spine. One afternoon, a man found himself in church, and something about a particular statue caught his attention. He couldn't shake the feeling that there was something unusual about it. Throughout the afternoon, he couldn't help but notice subtle movements from the statue, almost as if it was coming to life out of the corner of his eye. This particular church was known for its rumored supernatural occurrences, which made him more receptive to the strange events unfolding before him. Eventually, he decided to grab his phone and captured what happened next.
Que yo oí que parpadea.
Ya, silencio, guarda respeto.
Juro que yo ahorita lo oí.
Ahorita me dicen ya, silencio.
De todas maneras.
As he adjusts the camera angle and zooms in, he captures the religious statue on the left, seemingly blinking her right eye. Many viewers in the comments section also note a subtle grin on her face just before he shifts the camera away. The question lingers: did he truly capture authentic paranormal activity, or is there another explanation? It's up to you to decide. The video you're about to watch was shared by TikTok user Kaylee on June 5th, 2020. It was a night like any other when she found herself home alone. As the evening grew late, she heard peculiar noises coming from upstairs. With trembling courage, she decided to investigate. Little did she know, what she stumbled upon would leave an indelible mark on her forever. While in the bathroom, she hears loud knocking and decides to venture upstairs to investigate the source of the noise. As she steps into the unfinished room, she hastily pans the camera around, hoping to find an explanation. But what she captures is beyond terrifying. A chilling entity crawling directly towards her, sending shivers down her spine. The video you're about to see was shared by TikTok user OriginalSmith489. He's been experiencing some eerie happenings in his house and is convinced that a mischievous poltergeist is the culprit. One late evening, while he was home alone, he heard strange noises echoing down the hall. Reacting quickly, he grabbed his camera to document what he was about to encounter. As he enters the room, he carefully pans his camera back and forth, hoping to catch any sign of the strange occurrences he's been experiencing. Suddenly, a book flies off the shelf, leaving him startled. In the following weeks, he continues to hear unsettling noises coming from the same room. Determined to uncover the truth, he investigates once more and manages to capture footage of a teddy bear moving all on its own. Despite these eerie encounters, nothing could have prepared him for what he would capture just 4 days later, an event so chilling it would shake him to the core. Startled by the sudden loud knocking reverberating from the basement door, he decides to investigate. Opening the door and descending the stairs, he finds no one there. Puzzled, he returns upstairs, only to be met with the sight of a chair rocking back and forth by itself. In the weeks that follow, the knocking sound from the basement door returns, prompting him to keep a close watch, hoping to capture evidence of the source of the unsettling noise.
There's been noises coming from this door all morning. I'll just sit here and record it for a minute.
As he makes his way downstairs, drawn by the insistent knocking, he's startled to hear the door handle rattling as if trying to let someone in, all on its own. His curiosity gets the better of him, prompting him to approach cautiously. Unbeknownst to him, his camera captures the unfolding scene, including the presence of a shadowy figure standing at the room's center. Its humanoid form is clear, from head to toe. 2 weeks later, he decides to share another video. This one, he suspects, might just be the most unsettling yet.
this now.
As he goes about his day, he's startled to hear his name being called from another room. Intrigued, he makes his way to the kitchen, where everything seems perfectly normal. Shrugging off the oddity, he turns to head back, but before he can take a seat, a sudden loud noise erupts from the kitchen. Rushing back in, he's astonished to find the once orderly kitchen now in chaos, as if someone or something had hastily rearranged everything. His mind races with questions. Could his home be haunted? It's a chilling thought that gnaws at him, leaving him uneasy and questioning what he thought he knew about his surroundings. Haley and her friends were intrigued by the Rondo Nautica app, so they decided to give it a try and follow the location it suggested. The GPS led them to a secluded spot deep in the woods of Pennsylvania. Here's what she managed to capture during that adventure.
Alright, going randonauting, and it took us to this shady park in the middle of nowhere, so let's see what we find. All we see so far is like trees, a bridge. I think we have to go over this bridge, and our location's a little down there. What the? Oh, what the? Should we keep going? What the? Oh my God, is she following us?
As Haley steps out of her car, a sense of normalcy fades as she notices a figure lurking behind a nearby tree, its presence unsettling. Soon after, her unease deepens as she spots a creepy female figure walking in the distance. Seconds later, as she turns around, she's confronted by the same woman charging towards her. The tension is palpable, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats, questioning the reality of the encounter. Regardless of its truth, the sheer terror it evokes grips viewers to their core. One evening, a man found himself wandering through Crewe Station, a historic railway hub in the United Kingdom. Since its opening in 1837, the station has been the subject of numerous eerie tales recounted by its employees through the decades. Reports have surfaced of hearing children's footsteps with no children in sight, sightings of a spectral cat, and a pervasive sense of unease felt particularly in the northern subway near an ancient elevator.
We're not left there. I know what it is.
I do, yeah.
Just lift it up, I'll go under. I ain't scared again, Dave.
As they ventured down the tunnel, a peculiar moaning sound grew louder, stirring a sense of unease within them. Despite their apprehension, curiosity propelled them further into the depths, where the mysterious sounds intensified. Were they on the brink of uncovering paranormal activity, or could there be a more logical explanation for what they were experiencing? Just witness the unexplainable. You're not alone. If you enjoyed the journey into the paranormal with us, show your support. Hit like if you were captivated, share to bring more thrill seekers into our community, and don't forget to subscribe and click the bell for more ghostly encounters. Your engagement helps us uncover more mysteries. Stay brave, keep exploring the unknown, and join us next time for another paranormal adventure. Until then, keep the lights on and the camera ready. Who knows what you might capture?